We are Problem Child Game Studios, and we are presenting our project called Cirque, which is a game project that we will, of course, be discussing in this presentation. First, we'll start off with some introductions. My name is Caitlin Nairon. I'm double majoring in game design and development and animation, and I am a level designer for Problem Child Game Studios.
Hi, I'm Cameron Atkison. My major is game development and design, and I am a level designer on the team.
My name is Eman Kadura. I am an animation major and I serve as an environment concept artist and 3D modeler for the group.
Hi, my name is Garret Walker, and I'm a programmer here at Problem Child Studios.
My name is Jhananthi Janakiraman, or JJ. I'm majoring in animation and game design and development, and I'm an artist for Cirque.
I'm Lexie McDonie. I am an animation major with a minor in art and design, specifically drawing, and I am a 2D generalist and concept artist with a focus in character concept art. Our ethos. Problem Child Game Studios consists of 6 student artists, programmers, and level designers from various backgrounds, giving us a wide variety of skill sets. Despite the diversity, we are all committed to making unique and engaging productions for gamers of all ages. We are all video game lovers, and we want to share the experience of a quality and entertaining production with everybody else. We strive to create the best productions possible and promise to be a reliable studio of consistent quality, credibility, and creativity.
The project. Overview. This game is about a boy wearing a mask in a town full of masks. A mysterious circus appears in town one day, forcing the boy to confront his own actions and the memories he had buried away, and to face the fact that he might not know who he really is. Gameplay summary. Cirque is a 3D third-person survival horror puzzle game with an emphasis on story-related mechanics such as dialogue, mirror worlds, and interactive environment puzzles. The story follows a linear path through 5 main levels: the house, the village, the circus, the forest, and the field.
Key mechanics. The key mechanic in Cirque is the mirror mechanic. The player can traverse multiple planes of existence, each just a touch different from the last, through the mirrors. We plan to use this mechanic in puzzles as well as chase sequences, testing the player's creativity and quick thinking. Additionally, we plan to use notes and letters laid out on the level to tell our story organically. At its core, Cirque is a game about fractured memories and identity, and we would like to represent that in the gameplay as well, through the fragmented information gleaned through the notes. They'll be very important to read. As a stretch goal, we would like to implement brief cutscenes into our game. This would be stylized to look like each frame was minted in a now obsolete printing press. The animation will be simple, meant only to convey the emotion of the scene or the theme intended. These will be triggered at key gameplay moments.
Now, on to our goals. Here is all of what we aim to accomplish. 1. Creating a game that showcases Unreal Engine 4's utility for game design and development. 2. Developing our skills to make a shippable game. And finally, familiarizing ourselves with the indie game shipping pipeline, which includes marketing through our own social medias, including Instagram and TikTok, or contacting influencers and reviewers. Through fundraising, using produced grants or crowdfunding through Kickstarter. And importantly, making the game available to the public through having a Steam page with a playable demo, etc.
So, what will our client actually gain from these goals that we intend to accomplish? Well, as many of us are game students, we understand that it may be useful to have pre-made projects on hand to use as demonstrations for students. So, for our client, game professor Rob Howard, we are providing both a fully functional Windows build of our game and a zip file containing the whole game project as an Unreal Engine 4 project file. This is so that our client is able to have a method of showing student work and the student production pipeline without having to go through the effort of making it himself, and so that he has a method of editing the project to suit whatever educational needs that he may have. This zip file will be provided upon completion of the Windows build.
This leads us into our measures of success. First off, the aesthetic. It's important that the game's back end is easy to understand, that the nodes are clean and well labeled with no spaghetti code. The game's visual aesthetic should be strong and objectively interesting, if not outright pleasing. It is at least unique and iconic. The game's UI will be easy to understand and utilize, and the level layouts are clear and intuitive. For our social media, we aim to gain 1,000 followers combined across various platforms, create a Discord server for the game, and create a hashtag for the game. When it's on the market, we aim to have a successful Kickstarter campaign by getting at least 50 backers and raising $5,000 at minimum, and we aim to launch a Steam page and get 1,000 wish lists.
Our game plan for this project will be as follows. We will post high-quality updates of our work in a steady flow to keep our audience in the know. We will keep a tight hold on quality control during the development of the game. For instance, we will make sure each department has a chunk of work to do in the weeks of development, and we will make sure to have checks to see if everything is running smoothly throughout. We will establish the budget by running the numbers and seeing what needs to be paid for. And we will use social media to promote our game even further and grow our audience. Then is our unknowns. Firstly is the actual time constraints for the project that we need to set. We need to set up times and due dates for getting work done. We also have budget constraints that we are not yet aware of, like how much money we need and where we will use it. We also have to know exactly where we get the money from and how we will get it. Then we need to do market research on the type of game we are making and how well those do in the market. We will see what those games do to be successful and what they did to improve our game. By doing so, we can know the measures of success in the industry a little bit more. We will have to figure out the costs for promoting our game, as well as which materials we want to promote for our game. And finally, we need to figure out if there is any additional software that we will need to complete our game.
That brings us to our production schedule. Beginning in December and January, so starting over break and continuing into the start of next semester, we will begin our pre-production cycle much like that of a normal game studio. This would include paper designs created by the level designers used to outline the game levels before putting them into the 3D world. Then the level designers will begin implementing those designs via a white box or gray box, which are very basic 3D versions of the paper design, allowing us to test them without the distractions of art. As for art, we currently have some concept art pieces, as displayed on some of the slides so far, and the concept artists will continue to create more pieces which will act as the guides for our art direction. The 3D artists will also begin modeling the environment assets such as props, walls, and anything else related to the environment design, as well as the character models. Moving forward into February and March, we will begin refining everything from the pre-production phase, such as the aforementioned white box levels. Additionally, the artists will begin texturing the props and models, and our character artists will begin rigging the character models so that they are ready to be animated. Additionally, our programmer will begin setting up the basic frameworks and mechanics required for Cirque. During April, we plan to finish our playable demo version of the game. This process will include adding all of the art assets into the levels fully textured, with the full character animations and the complete set of mechanics from our programmer. This will be posted on the Kickstarter and Steam pages we plan to create in order to fund and advertise our game. And finally, in May, we will wrap up whatever remaining work is required, such as delivery of our required items to our client as outlined in our contract. Next, we'll discuss how our team members plan on implementing this production schedule.
Our team of level designers, Kim Atkinson and Caitlin Nairon, will be working on whiteboxing, 3D asset integration, code integration, level layout, and environment creation. Our programmer, Garret Walker, will be working on coding. Our environment artist, Eman Kadura, will be working on concept art, integratable environment assets. Our character concept artist, Lexie McDonie, She'll be working on 2D generalist art and concept art. And then JJ, our character artist, will be working on concept art as well as character modeling and animation.
Thank you everyone for watching and listening. We hope you all will stay tuned as we continue to work on Cirque. If you have any questions or comments, we would prefer they be submitted on Brightspace in the discussion board. However, we will also keep an eye out for those left in the comment section. This has been Problem Child Game Studios.